John was so anxious to go live. He
Here, come on.
jumping the gun. Look at he's just chomping at the bit, as they say. Well, part of it helps us. We got an early audience showing up and commenting in the chat that helps us get ready and get motivated to jump in early. You see part-time co-host Steve, Mac84. Jeremy from London. Klaus from Sweden. Anybody else out there? We still got a few minutes to go. John, what's your shirt? I'm
all right. This is due to the King Kong versus Godzilla movie that's out. I just thought this would be a fun one.
I'm in your Tokyo, crash in your city.
Trash in your city.
Trash in your city. What? I'm not even sure. Is there another reference that I'm missing?
It's I'm in your base. It's
all your base
online gaming sort of mashup-y.
Oh, but you don't know the exact reference,
right? I think it's part of the. I think it comes from Halo originally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Steve notices my sign. This is one that I keep meaning to hang it, but I'm not pleased with the last available wall space that I have. John has one that he made.
I just made that. Yeah, that mine's not official.
Yeah, mine is authentic. This is actually really well done. We'll look at the detail.
It's like printed on plastic, right?
Yeah, like a cellophane or whatever you want to.
Was it semi-translucent? If you put like that on a light box,
right?
Was that meant to be like a window decal or at a dealer?
It was always like this, and it's not really semi. I guess if you lit it, because this is painted.
Yeah, Steve has a solution for you. He says, "Don't worry about hanging it; it'll look good in his basement."
Oh, there you go. And you can see, there's a little some small little scratches in some of these, the cracking with age. This one was.
Oh wow! Okay.
I think it stood in my attic for probably 15 or 20 years, but I mean, it's very precisely transferred.
It's beautiful. Yeah, the colors are so rich.
And of course, you got Mater Tectura with the right trademark sign, and it's what's our timeline here?
Oh, it is 8.
It's supposed to start anyway, and it's double matted. Now there's no glass or plastic. I don't know if that broke at some point. Maybe it used to be under, so you could. And then of course the red frame, which matches the colors. I mean, all the colors match. So somebody took some attention. What's it say on the back here? Maybe we get some provenance. The Whistle Stop in Ocean Springs, Mississippi is who framed this.
Huh.
So, I don't know.
All I can say is it looks really good.
Balance it somehow. All right. Let's start the show officially. You ready?
I am not. Hang on a second. I forgot to relaunch Audio Hijack Pro after I restarted my computer, so give me one moment. Morning, Wright. Wright was one of the people that I was telling you about that was over the other day for her. Yeah. All right. I am now all set.
All right. Let's go in 3, 2. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not set now. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John. This is episode 567 for April 11th, 2021. Good morning, John.
Good morning, James.
You were about to mention a little gathering you had of the vaccinated.
So we got to. I had some friends over on Friday just for a few hours, and we played a little bit of Spectre. If you're not familiar with that, it is the original Spectre. It is a kind of a multiplayer battle zone is probably the easiest way to describe it. There you go. and we played a little bit of Marathon. Now Spectre is
Marathon.
nice if you're wanting some people to do some old school gaming, but they're not necessarily into that much old Mac stuff. What's really nice about Spectre is you can play the game with 5 keys: left, right, back, forward, and fire. It's that easy, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a great multiplayer. You need to get versions that have different serial numbers. I've got about 4 of them, and I made most of those I figured out where in Resident to go in and change the serial number. So, but yeah, a lot of fun.
Cool.
A lot of fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a big LAN party at some point in the future again when more and more people are vaccinated. So,
and what computers were you using for the get together?
Let's see. I had a G3 all-in-one. I had my G3 all-in-one. I had my Quadra 700.
John has drifted away again. He's wandered off.
9150.
Oh, 9150.
Yeah, the Quadra 700 G3 all-in-one and the 7100.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, that sounds like fun. Who is the champion?
A gentleman named Mike Espeth was trouncing us, even though he's never played either of the. Well, actually, I should say I did better in Marathon just because it was more involved key command wise. But yeah, he definitely trounced us in Spectre.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, let's see. What are we talking about this week? We're talking about this disc that I finally found, the 20th anniversary Macintosh Experience CD. So we'll step through that later on. Before that, of course, we got some eBay finds, and we'll be right back with that. All right. Yeah, you got to join Network and Steve via Apple Talk over internet on the next LAN party.
I want to know if that's how to. I would love to.
So how awesome would that be?
It's some VPN thing or something that you could do that.
Would that be the
Steve may know a way. Steve, if you know a way, let me know.
I think it's been done, and I think even better than that, if we live streamed, much like people do, the kids these days, with
the Twitch, the kids with their Twitch,
the Twitches and the Fortnites and all that. Yeah, we could live stream Marathon or Spectre or something.
Speaking of Twitch, somebody actually mentioned that we should stream on Twitch as well as on YouTube. I don't know if you can do that simultaneously or not, or if it would be, what would if it would be beneficial at all. But for some reason,
stream
you thought it would get us more.
Stream this.
Yeah.
Well, this platform supports Facebook and YouTube, and I don't know that it does Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. You ready?
I am now ready.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Let's take a look at the eBay finds from last week. John snarfed up this first one.
And it came in yesterday.
Oh, the basic elements of design. You got it right there?
Yep. No, I do not. It's in the house.
Oh, okay. Yep. The basic elements of design was an Apple publication, guidelines for creating professional-looking documents with your laser writer. Nice comprehensive document, and John bought that while we were broadcasting last week for $35, and he has it, and he's going to report back on it, see what anything he learned from it. And then we had the PowerBook 180C with the rare deluxe leather carrying case, one of only 2 known to exist in the world. John has the other one.
Yes.
That one.
Thanks to James.
That one is still available by now, $497, or you can make an offer. And then The Quadra 605. Quadra 605. Bidding, let's see, ended at $120.25 after 7 bids. Okay, we'll start this week with a unicorn. This looks like Jimmy's unicorn. It's got to be. That's his setup there in the background. I'm not sure. I haven't been following. I remember him getting one. Maybe he got a second one or something. I don't know why he's selling this. It must only be because he's come across a second one. But this is the Apple Macintosh PowerBook 170 JLPGA. Oh, he's got a typo there. He needs to fix that. It's not the JLGPA, but the JLPGA limited edition PowerBook, one of only 500. Like new with box and accessories. Of course, it is ultra rare. It was sold in Japan to commemorate the 1992 Ladies Professional Golfers Association tournament in Tokyo. Very few remain. It powers on, boots normally, and is flawless. He says, except for the typical tunnel vision effect that is common for PowerBook 170 laptops. As the display warms up, the screen starts to display a strong vignette effect. The only solution is to replace the display module, which can be done at the buyer's request for an additional $500 fee.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've got a couple of these that are starting to do that weird.
A couple of JLPGA PowerBooks?
Yes, yeah, just in the back. No, the tunneling effect on the display. But, but
this reminds me.
It's got the box. It's got yeah,
it's nice. You know, what'd be fun is to recreate this thing with your own
3D print the bits and pieces.
No, I'm talking about custom paint one, right?
Yeah.
It's the box though. Is the box any different? It's doesn't show the colors or anything on the box. It's almost the same. It looks pretty similar. But yeah, he's got all the accessories, and you see it's all the Japanese language version. Very interesting. What's he want for this thing? Starting bid $2,999.99. Ships from Dubai. Ends in 6 days. There is no make an offer, so place your bids. When does this end? Yeah, 6 days. Ends next week. So we should find out next week if this sold. All right.
All right. Next, we have an Apple LaserWriter Plus vintage laser printer model M0198 with cables. And this was kind of I kind of like this design as far as the Apple laser printers go, because you could put stuff on top of them. It it had a flat top instead of a paper feed on top. Because when you collect stuff, horizontal storage space is important. Other than that, what can I tell you? This one is unknown whether it's working. It hasn't been tested. It's being sold as is. And the shipping is going to be freight, because these things were pretty darn heavy. So it's coming out of Garden Grove, California. Buy it now, $199, or make an offer. I am trying to see if, come on, pictures. Pictures, work with me. If it had the paper tray. Yes, it has a paper tray.
Okay.
So on this one here, you had to have a tray to pop in the side, and depending on what you wanted to print, you would get different size trays.
Do you have one of these of this style,
either
the original or?
I used to. I many years ago got it to a friend of mine who needed a laser printer. So,
yeah. Look at a little bit of corrosion there in the connectors, a little bit of rust. Gosh, these are just iconic. These original laser printers, or laser writers, I should say. They're massive.
And oh my gosh, they work so good though that even this with as you can imagine how fine a laser print it did. It was fantastic. For the day, it must have just been like magic compared to a dot matrix.
Right. Yeah, this would definitely trick out your ultimate original Mac setup if you were able to have one of these networked in.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. All right, let's move along with this guy.
Ooh.
A Macintosh 2FX with the Radius Rocket.
Ooh, nice. Hey.
And it says there's no internal hard drive. And so we don't know anything about the operating status. You can see on the front the Radius Rocket little sticker there that's been placed over there. And let's look at some of the photos
That's pretty
here.
cool. Yeah, it's
Well, that's
cool
pretty
that
cool.
it had a sticker designed to kind of fit into that little indent in the plastic.
Yeah. It's loaded up with RAM. Yep, missing the hard drive. And now, do you remember the Radius Rocket? Was that like it was just a
That was
faster
an
30?
accelerator, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, if I remember correctly, you could actually have multiple of those in the system.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this one's getting a lot of action. It's just from Elizabeth, Colorado. It's got 11 bids. It's already up to $306 and still has almost a week to go.
Well, this
So,
was, this was the fastest, by far of this particular
wicked fast
case design. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And the case looks like it's in great shape. I mean,
yeah.
But gosh, it's not been powered on. That we have no evidence of its operation. Is
I didn't see any corrosion on the
suspect.
board. It doesn't look like. I was trying to see if you could see where the battery compartment would have been.
Yeah, I don't say the photos aren't really detailed enough for us to
Right.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad. But I mean, the photos we do see looks pretty clean. I mean, there's not
It
like
does. Nothing glaringly.
Doesn't look like it was stored in a barn or
right.
Found on the side of the road or anything like that. It does look like it was well cared for. It's a shame there's no hard drive or I mean, even sticking a power cord in it, well, I guess you needed a keyboard too, right, to start that thing up.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to see what else this person's selling, and it doesn't look like they necessarily sell, Apple stuff normally. It looks like a crazy mix of things. So I can understand if they don't have a monitor, they don't necessarily have a keyboard or anything.
Yeah. Steve Mac84 reminds us that the batteries are hidden under one of the floppy drives, so you wouldn't.
Yeah, so you can't really see it until they pull that tray upside. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. He believes that the Rocket was an 040, which would make sense since the 030 was kind of topping out of those days. Nice. Well, somebody will get to discover what kind of conditions it is in, and we'll find out next week. Yeah. All right.
So it looks like the virtual machine it worked for you.
Right. Yeah.
How long did it take you to download that thing?
Oh, not long at all. It was because it's a lot faster to download than to
download. Sure thing. Uploading it took me about 2.5 hours.
Right, because you're stuck with whatever 10 megs up or something. I got 1 gig down. So.
Oh, nice. And what we were talking about is for our next segment.
Yeah. So well, let's go ahead and hit record, and then we can talk about that too. So,
yeah.
You ready to go?
I am.
And 3. Well, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna need to make an adjustment. Make an adjustment to my window. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. And let's go back here. All right. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. At long last, I laid hands on my 20th anniversary Macintosh Experience CD. We looked around to see if we could find a disk image for it. we couldn't.
Mhm.
So it made it important to actually find the disc. It turns out though that like the most important part of this, the videos, those have been uploaded onto YouTube. I was able to
Oh,
find
okay.
some of those. So, but the interactive features, of course, aren't on YouTube.
Yeah.
Some of the
Yeah, because
other
the
details.
menu is pretty cool on that.
Mm-hmm. Now it took a little bit of doing to even be able to run this thing. I mean, I could have easily popped it into an old Mac and run it,
But it's hard
but
to stream that.
yeah, right. I mean, yeah, you could. Yeah, it'd be very hard to. Well, you could put the camera on the screen and do it that way. But what I wanted to do is directly stream it, right? So meaning have it running on the computer I'm using to do the podcast. And I went through a lot of different variations. My first attempt was just to take the disk, create an image of it, and then run that image in Sheep Shaver. And I was having problems recognizing it. Actually, we eventually got it working.
Yeah.
Under Big Sur, because Sheep Shaver is 64-bit now under 2.5. But the disc would not play, like it would hiccup with the audio and the menus, and some of the video would black out, and it just wasn't very reliable. So I had gone back and I actually tried running it, and I had problems running Sheep Shaver on virtualized versions of earlier OSs. I eventually got it working fine under Windows XP Pro. Funny enough.
So you had VMware of XP running on your Mac, and then in that you were running Sheep Shaver.
Yeah,
and it
because this is a dual platform, because it ran under Windows as well. So that worked, but I was not going to do that for this program. I needed to have a legit Mac only solution. So John helped me out and gave me a working image of, what is it? 10 point what? It's
10. That is what
Catalina?
I gave you is 1011 El Capitan.
El Capitan running Sheep Shaver. It must be 2.5. And
so VMware with the 1011, and then a Sheep Shaver in there. Yep.
And then the CD image installed on it, so you don't have to run it off the disk. And so here it is. Let's show it up. When you run it, actually it starts off in the intro video before you even get to the main menu, and then you get this main menu. So why don't we just play the intro video, and I'll narrate, because there's some text in there, and the text will be.
Yeah, what? You can hit replay intro video, right?
Yeah, but I will read the text, because you can't. Our audio listeners will have trouble reading the text, I think.
That is true.
That is true. So let's go ahead and play the video. A short little video here. Shows the nice graphic artwork here of the. For 20 years, Apple design engineers have been building bridges between what people dream and the technology that can make those dreams reality. It's our magnificent obsession. It's about working and playing and listening and learning and creating and communicating, sometimes all at the same time. It's about the delight of doing things faster and better and easier. It's about turning your back on conventional wisdom and finding new ways. It's about the joy of holding and handling and using things that are very well made. Now it's about celebrating the last 20 years and heralding the next 20.
Wow, it's like Johnny Ive was in the room.
It's about the most wonderful thing we've ever built. It's the 20th anniversary Macintosh from Apple Computer.
Nicely done, sir.
Well, it's a shame he did not narrate the intro, because it really needed his voice, like a lot of the, obviously.
Right. And this was a Johnny Ive design, so.
It was. And he is featured in the main video, making of the 20th anniversary Macintosh.
Very nice.
We'll play a little bit.
This is back when he still had hair, isn't it, too?
He still had hair. Yes. And if I can play that there. So this video you can find on YouTube, and yeah, there it is. There he is, Johnny. And it's just John back then, a little more serious.
That's a radio.
Back then,
that's a computer.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Bits of radio, bits of computer.
You imagine an object that has an incredible sound system.
So
you imagine all of those.
It's a nice video of him talking about the philosophy behind the design and all the fine details, the materials they chose, the decisions they made.
What's really striking about the products are the colors that we've used, the materials and the finishes. So those range from fabric on the
fabric,
yes, through to leather on the
leather.
Even the subwoofer that normally lives on the floor.
Anyway,
I could rubber component on the top. We really also wanted to design a product that would fit into environments, into personal environments.
So that one you can. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but again, you can watch that on YouTube. Just search for Johnny Ive 20th anniversary Macintosh. But there are some cool things in here that you won't find on the YouTube excerpts. About the 20th anniversary Macintosh section. Now here is a interactive,
very nice interactive.
Yeah, you go in and select the different options, and it highlights, like for example, I'll select control buttons here, and it shows you an image of the 20th anniversary Macintosh. You can go in here and you can actually click on some of these elements, like the FM radio.
You know, I haven't actually played. I haven't played with the FM radio on mine yet.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that. It was built in.
Yeah, can we change the stations? Yeah, it even has different stations. It's like a time capsule of the past. Let's see what's on channel 6. Oh, nothing changed. Let's see. Some of these things. Oh, there we go. Channel 5 is wind. Oh, no, it actually is getting into something. And let's see. So there's the trackpad. And so you got to do some exploring and figure out what some of this stuff does. I'm not sure. I haven't completely done everything here. Let's see. Let's look at the flat panel display. Is there anything clickable on here? I don't even see. Doesn't really appear to be. No. Let's see. How about the Bose sound system? Yeah. Maybe that was. Oh, you know what? Oh, here we go. I missed this. So there's a photo. There's
I see. Sure.
Specifications.
Okay. Nice.
So hey, where there's
check that out.
And then there's a video. So I guess the video zooms in on that particular
and certainly the
item.
Sound system of the product.
There we go.
Really did demand that we try to convey, try to describe.
Yes. Back to Johnny or John, I should say.
Just how impressive the experience is.
Nice. Short little video, bundled software. Look at that. Look at all that cool stuff it came with. ClarisWorks. I thought ClarisWorks was one word. The expansion. Oh, here. See, you can take cover on, cover off.
Hey.
Expansion cover. Yeah. So anyway, it allows you to kind of go through and get familiar with all the cool features of the TAM you think you're about to buy. Here's a QuickTime VR of the foot. I think this is going to work. Is this going to work if I click on this? I'm not sure what's going to happen. Look at that.
Yeah, sure does. Look at that.
Look at that. So yeah, you could tilt that guy and is yours pretty has maintained the functionality of the tilting of the foot to adjust the angle.
I don't know why you'd want it at this angle.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like there's only one. Like, yeah. I guess if you're gonna
like maybe a 10-degree.
Yeah,
you're not.
You can drop
you're
that
hovering above it somehow.
Yeah, if you're like operating it like Tom Cruise style from Mission Impossible.
Right. I suppose if there's a way you can mount it to the wall, having it being able to go that far back might be useful. But I have to tell you, immediately I was concerned about the big umbilical cable on the back as soon as I started to tilt it back, because it was already putting it at kind of an awkward bend.
Mm-hmm. And then, okay, so we have the intro video. We have the breakdown of it. We have the videos of its design. And then there's the 20 years of Apple industrial design, which is a interactive timeline of all the
Really?
major Apple products.
Wow.
Beginning with the Apple One. And I mean, it doesn't give you much information, just the name and the
But I've
date.
never seen that picture of an Apple One before.
It is an
That's kinda
interesting
neat.
choice
Yeah.
because it's an awful kludge of whatever. I don't. What is that sticking out the back there? I can't even tell.
Is that? Yeah, it's hard to tell in the picture there.
There's a big gaping hole in the keyboard. Obviously, no monitor attached. And you got the Apple II, Lisa 1, original Mac, 2C, and then it goes on and on and on with the various.
Wait. Hey, they even have the 2GS in there. Nice. Okay.
They do have the 2GS.
Man, right? Isn't that right there? Yeah.
Yeah. September 86, shown with 2 floppies. Nice.
Mac 2.
Yeah. So look at those old press photos of the various Macs. Through the years, the PowerBooks, the Duo Dock.
Duo. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mac TV.
Classic.
Newton, QuickTake, more Newton, a lot of stuff. eMate, and
Bam, Tam.
Now look at this one. What is this right here? It says the 8600, 9600, but doesn't it look a little different? It looks like the fronts are flared out way.
Yeah, it looks like it's almost symmetrically flared front and back.
Yeah.
Again, I wish we could zoom in on that.
That looks like some kind of prototype design case. I don't know. Something about that. And then then they have, and I didn't even look at this earlier, it says click to view prototypes of the 20th anniversary Macintosh. So here are some mock-ups.
Do you remember we ran across, because somebody found like pictures of one of the prototypes and basically did a mock-up of it. Do you remember that?
Right. And these pictures were published in Macworld at some point, and I think they're in that design book that I have.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The work of the Apple Industrial Design Group. But you can see all the different variations that they did, including the weird cabinet one.
Yes.
I guess that was when they probably still thought they were going to have a CRT.
Perhaps it's
depth to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so there's some interesting stuff in there, some cool music, and there's even a self-running demo. If we click that there, and I guess it'll play the intro video. Maybe it'll just roll into the other videos after that.
All I have to say, I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
this system has definitely kept its looks, and it's still a gorgeous computer, even if it's a little underpowered for what it cost back then. There's still a lot of action as far as things to do to it to make it better. Of course, nowadays you can still find the G3 accelerators for them. You can put a solid state in there pretty easily. Of course, it's cheap to bump up the RAM up to max now.
Yeah, this would be a great disk to have, or the image to have.
Speaking of that, where are you going to? Are you going to put this up on Macintosh Garden, Internet Archive?
Sure, we can do that at some point. Yeah, how to do that. Save it for history. All right. Okay, well, that is the 20th anniversary Macintosh Experience CD.
So if you imagine an object that is a television, that's a radio,
Oops, crap.
whatever computer means. You imagine an object that has an incredible sensor. You imagine all of those functionalities, all of those
functions and
you imagine them
technologies
converging into one.
converging, yes.
All right, let's see. We're going to move along to the news. Let me get my windows here in order. And let's see.
All right, hang on. I'm bringing it up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whenever you're ready.
I am ready.
All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Let's take a look at the news. Of course, we got through March without an event of any kind from Apple. Been probably the first year in many where there wasn't a March event highlighting new products. The Worldwide Developers Conference has been announced. It will, again, this year be all online. June 7th is the date. So does that mean, I don't know, I guess we're just kind of waiting if there's going to be an April release event, or maybe they're just going to push everything out to announce in conjunction with WWDC. Who knows? No announcements yet, so we're still holding out. There will, obviously the WWDC will be chock full of announcements, usually OS related. So we'll stand by for that. I was over on Reddit, and somebody posted, somebody being NX Studio MC, their Nintendo Switch running macOS 9.2 using QEMU. Have you ever messed around with QEMU?
I have not really. Tiny little bit is because it's somebody who's got it on the Raspberry Pi also. But no, not a lot. I really should, because QEMU runs on a ton of stuff. So it would be nice to be able to do things like this.
They do say it's painfully slow. Painfully slow. So probably not a real usable installation, unfortunately. I have a Switch. I haven't hacked it to run emulators. I bet it would be a pretty capable platform otherwise.
Oh yeah, I mean, processor wise, the Switch is pretty awesome.
Right. Plus we got the video out features and enough controls to make it work. It's too bad 9.2 isn't a little snappier. But there it is. If you want to try it, you can check it out on Reddit. You can probably get some tips on how to put it on your Switch. And finally, what's Dana doing over there at Nanoraptor? Twitter. The PowerBook G3 Quattro was fitted with 4 300 MHz PowerPC G3 processors, enabling it to boot 4 operating systems at once. A favorite of admins who wanted to show off, working examples rarely appear. Most are still in active use. There it is. I've heard rumor of this. I've never seen the actual photos because they are that rare. And it is awesome. I mean, look at that. 4 displays, and they're pretty high res, Look at how many pixels that thing is driving. I imagine that gets pretty hot, that enclosure, trying to drive.
Yeah, what you don't see is the off-desk cooling unit.
Did it require
piping?
That? Yeah.
Extra pack you had to
lug
around with it. Yeah.
What I wonder is if it was had the flexibility to run, 1, 2, 3, or 4 different operating systems, and if you ran 2 operating systems, you could use 2 displays that, you could have like 2 portrait displays, right? You could have one on the left, one on the right, or 2 widescreen.
Or 2 widescreen displays, just depending on how you did it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Or one on one, and then one on the other 3 had this sort of
the L-shaped display. Yeah,
the
little utilized L.
Yeah, it's always fun to see what kind of creations she's putting together over on Nanoraptor Twitter. Yeah, 0 battery life.
Portrait bezel sold separately. Yes.
That's so funny.
My! All things said my Thai PowerBook had 4 OSs on at one point. It looked a bit like that. Nice.
Wow, we cranked through that episode pretty fast. So where did the time go? I have to catch up with the comments. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see the screensaver I'm running on my TAM in the background, but it's Bill and Opus.
Bloom County.
Bloom County, yeah.
Let's see. I can.
It's not the screensaver though that Berkeley Systems sued them over, though.
This is the official one.
Well, this is. I mean, you know, there was a part. Yeah, this is one of the official ones, but it's one of the particular screensavers. Berkeley sued them because it was Opus shooting flying toasters out of the sky.
Oh,
yeah.
What's that? I see a lime iMac sitting on your floor.
That is going to my friend Joe. He's giving me a G5 server. I'm giving him a Lime iMac. So,
you mean an Xserve?
Yes. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Next week. I don't know. Next week.
I think we're gonna. I was gonna compare picture quality between the QuickTake QuickTake 100 and the 200.
Oh,
yeah, maybe
okay.
if anyone is interested.
All right. Let's
wait. So wait.
What?
So Berkeley got sued for plagiarizing the flying toasters? I didn't know that.
Oh. Wow.
What?
I
wonder who did they steal the flying toasters from? Scarlett, do you know?
The big question is, how do you pronounce his last name?
Breathed, isn't it?
Is it Breathed or Brathed?
He mentioned once that it rhymes with oh goodness, I forget now. So yeah, I could be wrong.
Okay. We'll have to look it up. All right.
Let's go ahead.
Well, I was just going to record the outro here.
Oh yeah, let's
okay.
Let's do that.
All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1. That about wraps it up for another episode of the RetroMacCast. Next week we'll be back, and John is going to mess around with his QuickTake cameras. He's got both the original 100 and then the 200. There was a 150 in the middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head the difference between the 150. I guess it was 50% better. The 200 is, of course, twice as good, and John's going to look at the image quality and look at the specs or whatever. You're going to take some photos and export them. You ought to also do a side-by-side of the same image with your iPhone.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds good.
See how that compares. So that'll be next week. And anything else we need to mention?
No, I think that's it.
All right.
I've been enjoying playing around with my my Stealth G3. I've got it in the house on the table right now. So I got that going for me.
Stealth GS.
Yes. Gee, what am I thinking of? Oh,
what is
my G3 is staring at me over here. My blue and white G3.
Oh,
yes, my Stealth GS.
Okay, good.
Yes, much better. Thank you.
All right. Well, until next week, remember, it's not old.
It's retro.
Okay. Steve has a 150. Yeah, I've got a 150. I've got the three of them are sitting over there. It's been a while since I've connected any of those. What?
So Jefferson, Scarlet Starfish has come back and saying a Jefferson Airplane claimed they were ripping off one of their album covers. Oh, I'm going to have to look for that album cover. Great information. Thank you.
Have you already connected one of these quick takes up? Are you ready to do the import of the images on a? Oh, so you got to.
Well, I mean, the import is a floppy disk, isn't it? Doesn't this take save the pictures to the only other older digital cameras I'm used to actually use floppy. Yeah, actually save the images to a floppy. So I have not actually used these. So this will be my first time using these also.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. Exciting. I remember when I got one of my quick takes. I didn't get one new. I want to get them used. Well, I mean, that was many years ago, but you get the quick takes. You buy them on somebody on eBay, and of course they're packed with all kinds of random photos on them. Because I would imagine, most people keep these things around and they forget there's anything on them, or it's the same thing with when you buy used computers. You'll often get computers. I can remember getting all kinds of computers that would be loaded with people's personal documents. So you kind of look at them for a little bit and then just delete everything. But it's funny what people will leave. That's a reminder if you're going to sell your computer. Rip that hard drive out, or at least do a double
zero level wipe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Low level format. All right. I wonder if what was that software that Derek mentioned a couple of weeks back when I was messing around with the Olympus? There was a piece of software that helped import photos from old cameras. I wonder if that would even work with the quick take. I think it does, to go back. But you should be able to download the original software.
It's not like I don't have computers to hook this up to. So
right. Well, that's the same thing that I thought when I was going to do that Olympus. But yeah, I don't remember if unlike my Olympus, which was with a plug-in to Adobe Photo Deluxe, that quick take, probably my guess is there is some Apple little app, right? That would have to run.
Right.
There's not it's not like it's tied into some other third-party image editing program or something. You're going to have maybe a control panel, perhaps, installed with an extension.
Well, I will find out, and I will take notes.
Okay. Very good.
Because, I'm looking forward to it. About time I use these things.
All right. Well, I think we'll close out here. Oh, Steve says QuickTake uses Apple Photo Flash.
Photo Flash.
It's the software that came. Is that yeah. So there's a little hint.
Yeah. 65 Scribe. Again, I haven't really taken these out of the box or anything since I got them, and I did not realize they had batteries in them.
Oh,
and miraculously, they have not exuded anything. So lucky.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see y'all next week. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.